Hey there, people of the grid. You are now caught up to our lives pretty much in real time. Like I said, we had a great summer, and Tammy and I did a nice little mini vacation over to Kelowna. That was a really nice road trip. Looking forward to doing more. I don't know when we'll do our next one, but oh no, I do. It's in December, and we're going to see a good friend who moved to BC. So that's going to be fun. Now, in the summer, and I still have to do a couple of car updates. I'm going to do one on Ethan's car. He's not here right now, and I want him here so he can sort of share his thoughts and ideas about it. But this happened. This is Amelia's driver's license. In the summer, Amelia started researching cars, and then in September, she went and got her driver's license. So she is licensed to drive. She's been driving the Teslas, and then she found this Mazda 3 that she fell in love with. It was used. It's a gas car. Not crazy about that, but she doesn't have the money to get an electric car. We don't have the money to get her an electric car, so it was basically what we put on the table is the same thing we told Ethan. We said, look, if you want to drive a car, we've got the Nissan Leaf. That's your car. Drive it until the next kid comes up, and then you're going to be kind of sharing that resource until such time as you want to get your own car, and we'll help you get your own car. We'll give you a little bit of money, which is what we did with Ethan, and he picked up the Mazda Miata, sweet little convertible car. Amelia said, you know what? I'm not driving the Leaf. I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to get the car that I want to get, which is a Mazda 3, which is the one I'm sitting in here. So off we went and helped Amelia pick up this car. Funny thing is both Ethan's and Amelia's cars, we found them in Edmonton, which is 3 hours away from here. It's a 3-hour drive. So we went up in the Tesla, checked out the car. I had to charge on the way up. We checked out the car, took it for a test drive. Both Amelia and Ethan, when they saw their cars, they're like, yep, that's the one I want. And it's in great shape. So we're like, okay, we picked it up, did the paperwork, the insurance, the registration, all of that stuff. And then we drove it back to Calgary from Edmonton, another 3-hour drive. And I pit stopped to supercharge. We grabbed a bite to eat, got the car back home. And the amazing thing for Tammy and I, now that we've got Ethan driving, Ethan, by the way, is in second year university. So this past September started his second year. Bit of a change from last year because they have some in-person classes. Last year, due to the zombie apocalypse, they were all home. And now, even though the zombie apocalypse is still going on, they're allowed back in school because science. So he's got a car. He can get himself to the bus station, and he takes the train over to the university because as a university student, they get free passes, free public transit passes, which is pretty sweet. It's part of the tuition, so I don't think it's free. I think it gets paid for as part of your tuition. But anyways, he parks over at the train station lot, trains over to the university, and he's got that going on. Now, the problem for Ethan is going to be that he wants to park the Miata for the winter because it's nice and it's sweet, and he doesn't want to get it all salted up and rocked up from the winter that we do here. So he's going to park it, which means he'll be borrowing the Leaf. We'll get to that in a second. Amelia's car, it's Amelia's car. The nice thing for us is she gets to drive to school, and she takes her sister Samantha to school. So that's like two less trips that either me or Tammy have to do. The drop off in the morning and the pickup at the end of the day. It's all done and taken care of by Amelia. So the only kiddo that Tammy's driving to school right now is Melissa. Drop off, pick up. And we have a friend of ours, we take their girl to the school as well. So yeah, lots going on. So yeah, that's Amelia's car. And like I said, Amelia is driving herself to school. She's driving Samantha to school, back home. Amelia also has a job. So now we've got Ethan in university. He's working at the superstore. Amelia, she's working at a salad place, a chopped leaf. So they do like healthy fast food, if there's such a thing. Anyways, she's been working there since the beginning of the summer, and that's helping her out with gas, and it's helping her with any of the stuff that she wants to get, which is kind of nice. It's always nice to have your own money. So both Ethan and Amelia have their own money. And yeah, like I said, everybody's been going everywhere this summer. We started off getting Ethan's car first, and then we got Amelia's car. So there was like trips back and forth to Edmonton, plus the camping that we were doing, plus the other two that would sometimes come back to the city to hang out with friends and then go out. And there's a lot going on in our lives, but it's all good. So we'll catch up with Amelia in a bit. She had to run off and drop something off to a friend's place, so she's off doing that. Get her thoughts on driving. That leaves two people, up-and-coming drivers. Samantha is already undergoing the training. Her and I have been out a ton. She's been driving the Leaf. She's been driving the Teslas. She's even driven the truck. So I've given her lots of different vehicle experience. We're doing the whole thing, the parking, the driving in the city, the driving on the highway and the freeway in the country. She's getting it all covered. And we're even getting some snow experience now because it's snowing. Well, it's not snowing right now, but it's winter. Winter's here pretty much because we're snowboarding in the hills. Yeah. Now, Samantha's plan is that she'll be the one driving the Leaf since Ethan's got a car, although it's going to be parked for the winter. Amelia's got a car. Samantha's going to be taking the Leaf, and then if Ethan needs a car, he'll borrow the Leaf when Sam's not using it, or he'll borrow one of our cars, I guess, because it's so infrequent that they drive. And that covers 3 drivers. Samantha, if all goes well, will be driving in February of next year. And then we've got Melissa, my new and upcoming driver. My newest and upcomingest driver, who's going to be going under the training. Yeah. When do you get your learners? So Melissa's going to be getting her learners in June or July. So in the summer of next year, which means you're going to be learning how to drive. Are you excited?
Not really.
How come?
Because I've driven with everyone else, so...
So what do you mean?
No, I just... driving.
Are you not excited about me teaching you? Because I get excited.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Anywho, when it comes to driving, we're going to be going together. You're going to be a really good driver, just like Ethan and Amelia. And I think Sammy's going to be doing great too. So you're going to be the last person that I teach how to drive, maybe.
Yeah.
That's sad. And lucky for Melissa, we're going to be using the Leaf, which if you think about it, is pretty cool. The reason it's pretty cool is we've now had the Leaf. It's coming up to 10 years. I got to give you the update on the EV. I'm going to do a whole separate video just for the Leaf, and I got one for the Tesla because the Leaf we've had almost 10 years now. 10 years of driving that little electric car. The Tesla, we've had that for just about 6 years now. Is that right? No, it's coming up to 7 because I got it in 2015. Yeah, it'll be coming up to 7. So 6.5 years have passed on the Tesla. So we've got a lot of good experience with both EVs, and they're running great. So I'll give you all of the info, kind of, the cost, the ROI, the return on investment, all the details, the winter driving, the summer driving. They've held up really well, and we're not getting rid of either of them because they're doing so well for us. So yeah, we'll give you that update. But excited about the Leaf because not only did Tammy and I drive it, and then I used it as a commuter for work, and we used it as a daily driver for all of our other stuff. Then we used it to teach Ethan how to drive, and he's driven it a bit. And then we've had Amelia learn how to drive on it, and she's driven it a bit. Now we're teaching Samantha how to drive on it, and she'll be driving it for a while. And then when she gets her car, we're going to have Melissa start learning how to drive on it, and she'll be driving it until she gets her own car. So good use of that car for us, and I'm really happy about that. I'm hoping that when Amelia gets back here, she'll have a bit of time before she goes off to work. We'll get her thoughts on the Mazda 3, which I think she's really enjoying having and driving. And then we'll send her off to work, and we'll call it a day. The music that you hear in the background here, that's Tammy's, that's mine. We're playing Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch. We've been playing it since Easter of this year, so we've had it for a while, a couple of months. We each have over 300 hours in the game. It's been so much fun. It's a multiplayer game, so you can actually play it by yourself, or you can play it with somebody else, And Tammy and I have been playing this game together, and it's been great because we can just smash away at monsters, take them out, have fun. I yell at Tammy for not playing the way she's supposed to. It's a good time all around. Fun is had by everybody. There's Amelia. Oh, you put our cat down. I don't know if you guys, we have 2 cats now. We're a 2 cat lady family, 2 cats. That was Ratchet. This is Amelia. She looks different. She looks all grown up. Because now she's driving. She's driving a Mazda 3. How do you like the car? I was just telling everybody, I gave them a quick tour of the car before you left. The in and the out. Told them about how he brought it back. And how are you enjoying driving?
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot?
It was scary at first when I wasn't like as good at driving it.
The thing I didn't tell everybody is it's a standard. I don't know why, but you decided to get a standard.
They're cooler. So.
They're cooler?
Yeah.
It's a 5-speed or 4?
4.
How do you like driving the 4-speed?
I like it. It's fun, and I don't know. It got a lot easier.
We went through the same thing. Ethan picked a standard as well. So I had to teach, not only did he finds the car, we go to Edmonton to check it out. And same with Amelia, we go to check it out. Time to do the test drive. They've never driven standard. They don't know how to drive the standard. So I took the cars for the test drive. And then, I had to teach them how to drive standard very, very quickly. And Amelia picked it up pretty well, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. It's the same clutch that we bought the car with. So that's a good sign. You haven't...
I drove it home from Edmonton.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I mean, the highway was good, right? You did the drive really well on the highway. She did awesome. Driving, the hardest part with your car is that you have to kind of push really hard to the left and forward to get into first. And she was accidentally going into third. Mm-hmm. And that makes it really hard to start off when you're at a standstill starting off in third. But you did good.
Yeah.
So now that you've got your driver's license, any big trips planned? Any adventures, road trips?
I do want to go on a camping trip with my friends, but I don't think I'm going to be driving that one because that car can't hold like a couple tents. I'm going, I guess not in my car, but we're going to BC, Annie and me.
That'll be fun. Road trip to BC for a concert. Mm-hmm. That's next year, but that'll be fun.
And I think Banff, but that's about it. Oh, and I'd drive to Lake Louise with my friends.
Yeah, sometimes. I guess now that we got the family snowboarding pass, you could go snowboarding anytime with friends.
And my winter tires are on. So.
Winter tires are on the car. She's safe and good to go. You got to go to work today?
Like later.
Later?
Like 20.
Anything else you got to say for yourself? What's it like buying gas for the car?
It's not that bad.
No?
No.
Are you buying gas like every week and a half?
When I was driving a lot, it was like every 5 days. 4 to 5, so, but that was like a lot when I drove to Okotoks and stuff. But now, like last time I filled it was last week, and I'm still...
So you get about a week and a half out of a tank?
2/3 of, yeah.
Which is good, but still, that's like $50, $60 that she's spending on gas. So it's good you're working.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm like trapped in my job.
Hey, join the club. Or you could go back to your pedal bike, then you don't need to buy gas. But it's hard getting around on a pedal bike. Could use the Leaf, but now Samantha's taking the Leaf. Mm-hmm. I like your car. You have a cute car. All right, thanks. That's it for Amelia and her new car.